If z is a complex number in the argand plane, then the equation modulus of z minus 2 plus modulus of z plus 2 is equal to 8 represent a parabola. Second option ellipse, third option is hyperbola, fourth option is circle. There is one standard result here. If modulus of z minus z1 plus modulus of z minus z2 is equal to constant here, and that constant not equal to modulus of z1 minus z2 here, then the locus of z is ellipse here. Suppose if modulus of z minus z1 plus modulus of z minus z2 is equal to modulus of z1 plus z2, in that case the locus of z is the line segment joining z1 and z2 here. In this case here z1 is 2 here. Okay, z1 is 2 and z2 is minus 2 here. So if you use this here modulus of so 2 minus of 2 here, 2 minus of 2 minus of minus become plus here. So this is not equal to 8 here because RHS is 8 here. Okay, RHS is 8. Yes, obviously it is ellipse here. Therefore, here B is the correct option here. Okay, modulus of z1 minus z2 plus modulus of z2 minus z2 is a constant, and that constant is not modulus of z1 minus z2 here. In this case, here z1 is 2, z2 is minus 2 here. If you use here, so 2 minus of minus become plus 2, so it is not equal to this right hand side 8 here. Then obviously it is the locus of z is the ellipse here. So second option is correct here. If modulus of z plus 1 is equal to root 2 into modulus of z minus 1, then the locus described by the point z in the argand diagram is first option straight line, second circle, third parabola, and fourth one none of these here. So therefore let us consider here z is equal to x plus I into y. So use here determinant of x plus I into y plus 1 here, that is equal to root of 2 into modulus of x plus I into y minus of 1 here. Okay, then the squaring on both sides here, squaring on both sides. Therefore modulus of here x and 1 are real parts here, right? Both term in the bracket here, x plus 1 plus I into y is the imaginary part here, so it's a square is equal to, then root 2 square here, root 2 square into determinant of, not determinant, modulus here, modulus of x minus 1 here, x minus of 1 is both are real parts here, right in the bracket, plus I into y, it's a square here. And you know that suppose z is equal to a plus I into b here, then the modulus of z is the root of a square plus b square here. If plus squaring on both sides here, so modulus of z whole square is a square plus b square here. Okay, modulus of z square is a square plus b square. Like that here, modulus of this term square is that you can write here x plus 1 it's a square plus y square is equal to root 2 square is a 2 here into bracket x minus 1 whole square, then plus y square here. Then expand it here, x plus 1 whole square is x square plus 2x plus 1 here plus y square is equal to 2 into bracket x minus 1 whole square x square minus of 2x plus 1 plus y square here. Take 2 inside the bracket here, else x square plus y square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 into x square is a 2x square here 2 into y square is 2y square. And 2 2s are 4 here, minus of 4x and 2 1s are 2 plus 2 here. Take all the term right hand side here. 2x square minus x square gives x square here. 2y square minus y square is plus y square. Minus 4x minus 2x minus of 6x here. 2 minus 1 gives plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the circle here. Therefore locus is a circle here. So the locus of z given by modulus of z minus 1 divided by modulus of z minus I is equal to 1 is first option is a circle, second an ellipse, third option is a straight line, and the fourth option is a parabola. In this case, just a cross multiply. Take this one right hand side here. So here modulus of z minus 1 divided by modulus of z minus of I is equal to 1 here and cross multiply. Okay, therefore modulus of z minus 1 is equal to modulus of z minus I. So let us consider z is equal to x plus I to I. So use here x and minus 1 are the real parts here. Therefore you can write here x minus 1 in the bracket here plus I into y is equal to z minus I here. Here x is the only real part here, so write here x. From these two I is the common factor here, so write here I outside here. Therefore minus 1 plus y here, minus 1 plus y, what is complete here. Therefore just use z equal to x plus I y here. X is the real part, then I into y minus I imaginary parts here. I is the common factor, so minus 1 plus y right in the bracket here. Then squaring on both sides here, squaring on both sides. Therefore this can be written as x minus 1 whole square plus y square is equal to, and this one is x square plus minus 1 plus y is the same as y minus 1 whole square. Then expand it here, x minus 1 whole square x square minus of 2x plus 1 here plus y square is equal to, then x square plus y minus 1 whole square is y square minus 2y plus 1 here. Here x square, y square, x square, y square cancels here. Even this 1 also cancels here. Take a minus 2x right hand side here, it becomes plus 2x. Hence 2x minus of 2y is equal to 0. Dividing both sides by 2 here, hence x minus y is equal to 0 here. So this is the equation of the straight line here. Therefore here C is the correct option here. It is a straight line here. So locus is a straight line. If z equal to x plus iy and modulus of z minus 2 plus I is equal to modulus of z minus 3 minus I, then locus of z is. Just take a previous example here, just direct use x plus iy here. So modulus of x plus I into y minus 2 plus I is equal to modulus of x plus I into y minus 3 minus of I. Then squaring on both sides here. Squaring on both sides. Therefore modulus of here x and minus 2 are the real parts here, right in the bracket here. Write x minus 2 in a bracket. Here I into y plus I, imaginary parts here. So I is the common factor here, y plus 1 right in a bracket here, it's a square is equal to, again modulus of x minus 3 here, then the plus here I common factor, y minus of 1, it's a square here. Therefore this can be written as x minus 2 whole square plus y plus 1, it's a square here, is equal to x minus 3 whole square, then the plus here, y minus 1, it's a square here. Therefore, x minus 2 whole square is x square minus of 4x plus 4. Then a plus here. Y plus 1 whole square is a y square plus 2y plus 1 is equal to x minus 3 whole square is x square minus of 6x plus 9 here plus y minus 1 whole square is a y square minus 2y plus 1 here. So x square, y square and x square, y square cancels here. Even you can cancel this one also. Okay. And take a minus 6x this side here. Minus 6x become plus 6x. 6x minus 4x gives a 2x here. It is a 2x. Then take a minus 2y left side here. Minus 2y become plus 2y. 2y plus 2y becomes a 4y here. Plus 4y. Then take a 9 left side here. Minus 9 here. 4 minus 9 gives a minus 5 is equal to 0. Hence 2x plus 4y minus 5 is equal to 0. First option. If z minus I divided by z plus I, here z is not equal to minus I, is a purely imaginary number, then z into z bar is equal to, okay, 4 options are there. First option is 0, second is 1, third option is 2 here, and the fourth one none of these here. Therefore, here take z equal to x plus I here. Okay, z minus I divided by so z minus I divided by z plus I is equal to z is x plus I by n minus I divided by x plus I into y plus I. Therefore, this is equal to, here I is the common factor here. So right here x plus I into y minus 1 divided by x plus I into y plus 1 here. I is the common factor here. Now you rationalize here. Here multiplying numerator and denominator by x minus I into y plus 1 here, and again x minus of I into y plus 1 here. Rationalize here because plus sign is there, taking here minus and multiplying and dividing here. Therefore, multiply the numerator terms here. It gives x into x becomes x square here. Then x into this term minus of I into x into y plus 1 here. Then multiply this with this here. So plus I into x into y minus 1 plus into minus becomes a minus of I into I becomes a I square. I square y minus 1 into y plus 1 here. Y minus 1 into y plus 1. And the denominator in the form of a plus b into a minus b here. That is a square minus b square. Hence x square minus of I square into y plus 1, it's a square here. You are using a square minus b square formula here. Then this is equal to, so write x square here. From these two terms here, here I into x, here also I into x. I into x is the common factor here. So write here I into x common factor. There is a minus sign here. Take this minus inside here. Minus y minus 1. Minus y minus 1. And here y minus 1 here. Plus y minus of 1 here. And I square is a minus 1 here. Minus into minus here plus y minus 1 into y plus 1 is y square minus of 1 square here. Divided by. You need also I square is there, I square is a minus 1, minus and minus become plus here. So x square plus y plus 1 is a square here. Okay. In this case minus y and plus y get cancels here. Here x square and y square minus 1 square, both are real parts here. Therefore, this is equal to x square. What write this x square? Then plus y square minus 1. These are real parts here. Write in a bracket. And this is imaginary part here. So plus I into here minus 1 become minus 2 here. Minus 2 into this one here. X into minus of 2 here divided by x square, then the plus y plus 1, it's a square here. Okay, therefore here minus 1 become minus 2 here. I into x minus of 2 divided by this one here. Therefore this is equal to x square plus y square minus 1 divided by this term here. X square plus y plus 1, it's a square, plus into minus become minus here. Then I into 2x divided by x square plus y plus 1, it's a square. Okay, here z minus I divided by z plus I is equal to this here. And here they given this is a purely imaginary here. So here these are purely imaginary. When it is purely imaginary, when this is a 0 here, when this complete term is 0, then remain only the imaginary part here. Therefore, since z minus I divided by z plus I is purely imaginary. Purely imaginary here. Therefore, here this must be 0. X square plus y square minus 1 divided by x square plus y plus 1 whole square is equal to 0. Okay, because this is equal to this term here, and it is a purely imaginary. When it is possible, when this completed term becomes a 0, the remaining only imaginary part here. Then cross multiply. Take this term right side here. 0 into this is a 0. Hence x square plus y square minus of 1 is equal to 0. Take minus on the right side here. So x square plus y square is equal to 1 here. Then x square plus y square can be written as x plus iy into x minus I into y is equal to 1 here. Okay, here it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square here. Here I into I become I square is minus 1 here. Hence its product is x square plus y square here. Then obviously this is a complex number z here, and this is a conjugate of this one, z bar is equal to 1 here. Okay, x square plus y square can be written in this form here. It's a product here, again x square plus y square only. Yes, so this is a complex number z, and it is a conjugate of the complex number z bar. Z into z bar is equal to 1 here. So therefore, we are saying z into z bar is equal to 1. If 2z1 divided by 3z2 is a purely imaginary number, then modulus of z1 minus z2 divided by z1 plus z2 is equal to, first option is a 3 by 2, second option is 1, third option 2 by 3, and fourth option is 4 divided by 9 here. So in this case, here this is a purely imaginary number here. Okay, so 2z1 divided by 3z2 is a purely imaginary number here. Therefore, here take 2z1 divided by 3z2 is equal to I into y. It is a purely imaginary number here. Take 2 upon 3 right side here. So z1 divided by z2 is equal to I into 3 divided by 2 into y. Okay. Now take this result here. So modulus of z1 minus of z2 divided by modulus of z1 plus z2 here. Okay. Here I take z2 common factor from numerator and denominator here. So modulus of z2 is a common factor here. Hence z1 divided by z2 minus of 1 here divided by. Again z2 is a common factor here. So z1 plus z2 plus 1 here. Just take here z2 common factor from numerator and denominator, can write like this here. Z2 and this Z2 get cancels here. But you know Z1 upon Z2 is this here. Therefore this is equal to modulus of Z1 upon Z2 I into 3 upon 2 into y here, minus of 1. So right here minus 1 divided by. Then again Z1 upon Z2 is I into 3 divided by 2 into y plus n is there. So plus 1 here, plus 1. Then take here minus common factor here. Okay. Therefore minus is the common factor here. We can write here 1 minus of I into 3 by 2 into y here divided by. Then 1 plus here. 1 plus so I into 3 by 2 into y here. You can write like this here. We are taking only minus common factor in the numerator. So 1 minus of I into 3 by 2y and denominator keep as it is there. Okay. Since the modulus sign is there, this minus becomes a plus here. And this is equal to here modulus of 1 minus I into 3 by 2 into y divided by modulus of 1 plus I into 3 by 2 into y. Okay, here minus becomes plus because modulus sign is there. Modulus of this numerator divided by modulus of the denominator here. So here suppose here z observe here modulus of z is equal to modulus of z1 here. Always suppose z observe here z is equal to 2 plus 3i is a complex number here. Then it's a modulus conjugate here. Conjugate is 2 minus of 3i. Z equal to 2 plus 3i is a complex number. And its conjugate is 2 minus 3i. Then the modulus of z is equal to what here? Modulus of z is the root of 2 square plus 3 square here. Okay, 2 square plus 3 square. So modulus of z bar. Modulus of z bar is the root of 2 square plus of minus 3 square here. In the both case, its value is the same here. 9 plus 4 becomes 13. Even here also it is a 13 here. So you can write z equal to modulus of z bar. Therefore here its a conjugate is in the numerator here. Its a conjugate is in the numerator. Hence both are equal here. So obviously this is equal to 1 here because modulus of z is equal to what here? Modulus of z bar here. Here both values are same here because both are modulus of 1 minus I into 3 by 2 and modulus of 1 plus I into 3 by 2. It's a conjugate is in the numerator here. Both having a same value, both get cancels, remaining is 1 here. So therefore B is the correct option here. B is the answer.